and today our first lesson, our first class, and we are going to talk about decluttering and why it's so important to declutter our personal space and keep it clean and tidy and make it our power spot, make our house the place where we take resources from, not the place that sucks our energy. And I will start with telling you personal stories that became a turning point in my life, where I realized how important is the art of decluttering. And first story happened to me about 5 years ago when I was looking to rent a room in apartments, and I came across one apartment that I entered. There was an old lady living there. I entered that apartment, and what I saw was complete horror movie. I was terrified by what I saw. Everywhere around was clutter. It was on the floor, on the walls. In each room there was some old newspapers, children toys, even though she had no children, old blankets, the empty bottles, lots of stuff that we don't even know where they came from. It was so, the place made me felt like suffocating. There was almost no light there because the windows were all cluttered, dirty as well, and that clutter was everywhere, even on the floors. There were almost no space for that woman to even be there. You know, that space, that clutter were clearly taken over her and her existence. And I remember how shocked I was. At that time I decided that it never ever happened to me. Never take my stuff items take control over me. That should never happen. And later on I also realized how that clutter blocks your prosperity, and how that poverty, that sense of poverty and depression is just follows after that cluttered, stuffy space. So that was a story that made me think about that a lot and look into that direction in order for that never happen to me. And my other story is totally different. I used to work in a luxury hotel of very famous brand, and at that time I worked in room service. That means I was entering rooms of other people, and I happened to enter the room of the CEO of that Atlantic region of that luxury brand of the hotel. And when I entered that room, I was astonished how everything was organized, how minimalistic everything was, how each item had the sense of quality, of taking care, how each item had its spot, how easy it was for me to think, and how easy the circulation of the energy was going on in that place. And it was so stunning for me at that time. I never seen that in my life before. And the feelings of success and prosperity, money, and all that just flowed in me. And I felt at that time, I felt the power of that less is more. You know, that when everything is organized, when you allow your creativity to shine, and when your whole lifestyle becomes a total masterpiece. And after that, I really went deeper at that topic, and I learned a lot and practiced a lot myself. And I will tell you that decluttering of physical space did wonders in my life. It did, and I'm sure it will do just the same in your life as well. Okay? And first of all, ladies, we need to understand that decluttering is a foundation for us when we want to start that new life or take our life to the next level. We all here for something new to come in our lives. Maybe it's new relationships or new image, new jobs, new friends, hobbies. Maybe somebody wants to move to a new place. And the thing here, ladies, that in order for something new to come in our life, we need to let go of the past. The things that are no longer making us happy, the things that hold us back where we are. Out with the old, in with the new, right? We all know this famous expression. And actually, by starting getting rid of the things that are not serving us anymore, such as all this clutter, something broken, something that we don't love anymore, just not creating sparks in our eyes. When we get rid of that, we signal the universe that we are ready to accept something new and something better. And ladies, let's go deeper on that topic. Every item, everything that we possess carries information about us, information of how we think about ourselves, how we think about the world, about our own capabilities, of what we are capable to do. For example, let's imagine a woman who has that mug that already chipped, and she's not throwing it away, she just keeps drinking it every day from this mug. Actually, every time she does that, that reconfirms the identity that she needs to let go, the identity of feeling not worthy enough, feeling that you don't deserve something better. And it's very difficult to change when we have that old items that reconfirms our identity that we want to let go. The first step is to let go these things that are no longer serving us, that reflects our past, that we are ready to depart in order to build a new us with the new fascinating, wonderful things that we will Ladies, have you ever felt that you enter the house and you see around and you just feel how you get tired, how you losing energy just being at the house? And that usually happens when there are a lot of unnecessary items, a lot of clutter, things that you no longer need there. And that things, they do really suck your energy. And these processes are invisible. We don't see them, but they exist. And I promise you, when you achieve that space free of distraction, where each item that you possess, it's only your favorite item, you like it and you use it, you will feel totally different. Your home will become your resourceful space, the space where you taking the energy from to create that wonderful things in the world. And ladies, environmentally speaking, there is so much overconsumption going on out there, right? How many times we were buying stuff that we were influenced to buy by those influencers around us, or maybe your friends or purchase that and you think, well, oh, I need that as well, this is so cool, and maybe you follow the trends, and then you realize that that was just impulse buying and it didn't bring you any sense of happiness whatsoever. I know that happens to a lot of us, that happened to me as well. And working on your space and keeping it tidy and free of that impulse buying will really, really take you to the new level of consciousness, and you will be less influenced for buying. You see what I mean? And also I suggest you do one thing. Just look at your stuff, your items that you possess, and see what category you have the most. Where is your money goes? Where your money goes? Maybe you have overload of the cosmetics. You have so much cosmetics that you don't even need so much, right? So sometimes we just buy it to feel that sense of fast pleasure, and then we don't need that anymore. Cosmetics get expired so quickly. Or maybe you have too many clothes, right? You have so much clothes that you don't even remember what you have. Or maybe you have thousands of socks and stockings and things like that, right? Or maybe your bathroom is full of creams and lotions that you don't use. Just analyze it and see where your money goes. I promise when you do that, you will really, really become more and more conscious about what you're doing. And ladies, now I'm going to give you simple criteria how we can actually find out if we want to depart with the item or not, right? How to decide what things we leave in our beautiful home and what things it's time to say goodbye. So first, ladies, decide, are you using it? Right, so maybe you have that juice maker that you never ever used in your entire life, so why do keep it, right? Or maybe it's that old dress that you haven't worn for years and years and years. There is no need to keep it, right? So first criteria is, are you using it? So the second criteria, does it bring you pleasure? So sometimes not things we use, but they bring us a lot of pleasure. So for example, maybe you have the beautiful ways that you love to look at. You smile every time, where your eyes just go towards it. Or maybe it's beautiful jewelry box or something like this that really bring you a lot of warm emotions. Or maybe it's something that is already broken a long time ago and just doesn't look good. And every time you look at that, you just feel like, oh no, I hate that thing. So if you feel towards something just like that, like you hate it, makes you tired, you don't want to see that, please get rid of it. Don't let anything to suck your energy, and you will feel free afterwards. And the last criteria is my favorite one. Ask yourself, will I buy it again? So if right now there was a time for you to purchase that thing, will you buy it or not? So just like this, I got rid of from lots and lots of stuff, because I realized that I'm a new person now. I build a new identity. I feel totally different. And this one item, let's say, can be anything, like that table lamp, for example. I feel like it doesn't reflect me anymore, and I'm ready for the new. And every time I did let go something from the past, I always got something better. That always happened to me. And ladies, here comes interesting psychological aspects of that our decluttering activity. So Marie Kondo, who is a famous author of the book, she created that theory of home organization and tidying up. She wrote a book called, I think it's called Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. I really recommend you to read this book if you want to dive deeper in this topic. And what she's saying in the book, that there is only two things that psychologically keeping us behind when it comes to depart with the items. One is that we are too attached to the past, and the other one is we're scared of the future. We're worried too much about the future. And I'll give you an example here. So let's say you have this boots that been with you for last 10 years and they're already so old and it's time for them to go, but you think, oh, well, what if I let it go, and then what if I won't have a new boots, or what if this is better than I can purchase in the future? These are still good boots. I still can use them, right? So by doing that, you are subconsciously programming yourself for the scenario where you cannot make it. You cannot make it happen to have the better foods for yourself. So why would you do that? You need to believe that you will be able to make it, and your life will be even better than it's now. Every time your life will be becoming better and better, especially because you're here now with me, and we are going to make a masterpiece of your life. You will be in such a great position. So ladies, when we do that, when we let things go, things that we no longer need in our life, when we're ready for the future, we are signal universe that we are ready. And besides, this is a great way to work with our decisiveness skills. You know why? Because every time when you do that decluttering, you need to take decisions. You need to make strong decisions, sometimes uncomfortable decisions. Sometimes you're just scared to do that. And by doing that, you're practicing your decision making. And when I started to do that, it just took it drastically changed my life. You know why? Because when I learned to let go of the physical items that I no longer love, that I no longer need, it became easier for me to let go the other things that cluttered my life, to let go things that didn't bring me joy anymore. The job that didn't bring me joy, old relationships. I even moved to a different place that I am so happy to be now. And that's all because I started to do that total decluttering. And ladies, this took me a while. It didn't happen overnight. You may really overwhelm yourself if you start to do it and expect to do it in one day. That's not what I suggest. I will offer you a plan of that categories, the sections in your house, and you can plan which one you're gonna do in which day. That way you won't overwhelm yourself, because this work is not that easy. It's demanding mentally and physically, and you will need time to do this work. And another thing that I don't recommend to do it with somebody like maybe your mom or your friend, because this is the mental work for you, because your mother can tell you, or your friend can tell you, oh no, this skirt is so good on you, why would you want to let it go? Like, this is a good skirt, I don't understand. And you hate the skirt. You absolutely know that it's no place in your life for the skirt anymore, right? And such feelings that they may have towards your items, it can influence your decision making, and we don't want it. It's very important that it's you who are learning to be brave, who are learning to be a decisive woman, and who is ready to clear her space to fill the house with a new energy and create a new life. right? So I'm so happy that we're talking about this because, ladies, this is so important. And of course, I don't tell you to get rid from everything, like get rid of all your clothes, even if you don't like all your clothes, or get rid of all your furniture, something like that. No, I don't want that to happen. Still keep the things that are necessary for you right now, but you will make that, you will already mentally will take that direction where it slowly get rid of all things that you don't need and don't want. And in our module where we talk about image and style, we actually going to buy the new things, new exciting amazing things for you. And ladies, now I'm going to tell you how to do it, the most easiest way how you can do your decluttering. So you just work in the category, just how I said. Some things you can donate, give out to your friends. You may sell something, that is always great. Books you can donate to library. Also, one important thing here, don't try to give out your things, for example, to your mother's house, or if you will try to put it in certain storage unit, right? This doesn't mean that you let go the things and you're ready for the new things. What it really means is that you just expanded your storage space, and that's not going to bring you that fabulous changes in your life. So you really, really need to let go of your items, like really depart with them, let them go from your life, because we are here to create a new life for you. And ladies, here I will also tell you a couple words about our physical body cluttering, if I can say like that. So just at this time, try to drink more water, eat lighter meals, maybe add more vegetables and fruits, less sugar, less fat at this time. Try to move more. If you don't like sport, just I don't like sport myself, you just try to maybe go for a walk more often, use steps as opposed to elevator, maybe park your car further, and do some easy stretching. That will really, really help you to do this work, this decluttering work, because remember, this is not just physical work, it's also mental, because you're clearing your psychological space. You know, our psycho, what's in our head, is reflected by what's outside. So by clearing that space in your physical world, you're also clearing it within. All right? And this is our absolutely first step, ladies. So now, that was what I wanted to tell you about my experience and how you can use that to spiral your life to the next level. And now it's time for you to start. Again, take it easy, all right? Don't overwhelm yourself. Plan which category you're going to do and when. I already told you the criteria that you can use, which is whether I use this item, do I like this item, will I buy that again? And ladies, I also given you my webinar called Closet Organizing, where will be detailed instructions about how to go with decluttering your closet. This is usually the most difficult part for us women. So ladies, if you have any questions, I'm available for you. I'm excited for your future success, and I'm looking forward for your bright results. I believe in you.